I know what your guilty pleasure is: real live drama on the screen. The girls praise TKO Capone and suck up his knowledge.
But
I
TKO,
think you want to
look at
fucking.
how your admins don't even respect you.
They
When,
love.
when you're not paying attention, they ought to here kicking people for no reason.
They should
You
kick you
gotta
in your
learn how to
pussy,
shut up, bitch. You
bitch.
gotta learn how to take control of your life.
I
Because
like
what
lube.
they do is they play on your intellect. They come here and they see that you like, and
I mean, you
they know
see,
that you like women, and they play on your intellect. Shut
I
these
mean, you
hoes
see what they
down.
saying to you?
Shut these hoes
Oh,
down. Shut these hoes down. Shut up, girl. Stop talking to me, bitch.
Hold on, before
Shut these hoes
hold on,
that's
down.
why
baby.
you know at least
Because
you know
when
I'm a
they
woman.
feel like, listen, when they feel like you're not looking and you're not paying attention, they take control. You better understand that shit, motherfucker.
So look, is your name Moet IQ? Oh man, I
That
hear.
mean that hoe don't know a motherfucking thing. That's how you know she don't know shit. Oh, slow hoe. Moet's IQ, bitch, you is non-existent around this motherfucker. Nah, speaking of Moet and speaking of Star, hot cocoa, cold cocoa, milk chocolate, chocolate milk. Okay, so nah, TKO, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and set you up a little house because you know they ready as hell. Moet about to get kicked out over a motherfucking rock. Are you gonna be able to let her come and stay around? She needs to come somewhere. That girl need to. You
So
might need.
you been up here waiting that long just to say that crackhead ass shit? I love you, baby, but come on, man. You
Hi,
gotta
how
do
are
better.
you?
What's up, Nunu Personal? What's up, baby?
Nothing personal, but nothing much. I just wanted to come up here and say that I definitely felt your spirit when you was talking to the other young lady, and it's just crazy how the energy shifts so easily. Um, I did have knowledge of having the three subconscious,
Okay, three levels. Okay. Yeah.
but you know how you lose yourself, after a while you get distracted. You start
Yeah.
forgetting about those simple little things that help you piece things together and really hear his word or yourself. Because I is God, I am God. So
Right.
we are God and goddesses. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to come here and just commend you for speaking through her, but at the same time while you were speaking to her, I could tell you were speaking to yourself. I could tell it was
Hey.
also you
Yes, I did.
unpacking your trauma and speaking life into yourself over
Did.
the shit that's going on. All these people up here, like
And
1.6K, like
that's why I be
you
telling
definitely
people.
touched at least 500 people in here.
It's a blessing.
So
Look,
fuck all the negative
and that's
shit.
why I tell people all the time. You know, like I think people would rather hear from somebody that actually been through it instead of a third party. And that's why sometimes, don't get me wrong, you can still get a message at church. And I ain't saying everybody at church ain't been through it. Every pastor ain't been through it. But when you know somebody's been through it, they're more qualified to speak on it once they overcame it, right? So, like I tell people a lot of time, like it'd be dumb to go against me and hate me. You can actually come to me and get some game because more than likely we all been through some shit. And more than likely we all just want to be loved. We all want to feel the love, and we all just want to elevate in life. If you actually came around me and just asked me for some game or asked me some questions and things like that, they don't make you less than a person, and I can build with you because I'm very humble when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people be saying I'm
Yes.
arrogant. But no, I just don't. People don't understand it's like a light switch. If somebody's coming to me a certain type of way, then I'll pop that confidence shit up on them. But if somebody comes to me and they want to get some knowledge and some understanding and some wisdom, then I know how to turn
Right.
that shit down and be right there for that person to be very attentive. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
Could
people
I?
they misjudge me because they misread me. They never seen nothing like this. Usually, if somebody's conscious, then that's all they talk about is conscious shit. Usually, if somebody's foolish or some rapper shit or some hip hop shit, like they only own that. But me, I'm a
Right.
multifaceted person. You can't put me in a box. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I know how to be cool, fly, and that's all just to hook people in. I know if they see this chain, they see the way I dress, designer, whatever it is, I can hook up these young men that's lost out here. I can get
But
their attention with it and I can feed them the message. All right, come here. You like this shit, bro? Well, let me teach you something that's even more valuable than the chains I got on. That's how I am. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I'm very strategic with what I do.
But
Right.
all in what you're saying, like I can understand. Just to simplify it,
Yeah.
basically, you're being used as a vessel. At the end of the day, all that shit you have is materialistic, and the
Right.
bitches that just get up here and I love you, TKO, and da da da. I'm not gonna get up here and say I always speak positively about you. I've watched
Yeah.
you on and off.
Yeah.
I don't follow you. Sometimes I do follow you, but what I will say is I am a spiritual person, and when I connect with someone and
You got discernment.
I can see through all that. I can
Yeah.
see through all that. So it's like it gives me a bigger understanding. And you said so much and so little when you were like, I have the spirit of discernment. I also knew
Right.
before she even opened her mouth what she was going to say because I am one of those beings. I have been
Yeah.
through it. So I knew that you
Mm-hmm.
could connect. So it's just like, it's crazy. And then we get like two more people up here and they're way off subject. It just shows how crazy this world is. Like people really are sick and they don't think that it's a sickness. They think
Respectfully.
it's them being it's their personality. They think they being 100% real. And to Sugar Babe, whoever that was that said, did I say I was God? Yes. Not in that way. Yes, we are gods
You
and
know,
goddesses.
I
We are not
understand her.
supposed to be.
Yeah, I understand her.
We're
She's
not
a
supposed to be
yeah.
king and queens. If you didn't know, a queen is a whore.
Yeah, it's
A
really
queen
bad.
is a prostitute to
Yeah.
a king. A king is just somebody that's a savage, basically. So when we call ourselves goddesses, or we say I, every time we're saying I, we're talking about ourselves. We are talking about God because God is
Right.
within us.
And let me just break it down a little
So
bit more simpler. Every time I use this analogy, people give me a little bit easier. Just always think about God being a big ocean and we're river streams. So whenever a river comes from an ocean, even though we call it a river, we still know that that same water comes from the ocean. So we're just little rivers. We're just little vessels, but we're still a part of God. So we're still all one with God because God is the ocean and we're the river, we're the streams. So I'm a lowercase g. She a lowercase g. She's goddess. I'm a God because we're a part of God. We're created in the same image of God. So you know what I'm saying? So once you got that understanding and knowledge of self and you know who you are, the things open up for you. And God honors those who honor themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, a lot of people are miseducated, and a lot of people, God says, study His word and show yourself approved. There's a lot of people that's miseducated because they don't work enough, they don't research enough, they're not diligent in their findings. Because every time when I say certain things, just because you're not on my level spiritually or educated wise, like you think I'm being arrogant or I'm being cocky, saying I'm God and shit like that. When you're
Mm-hmm.
a goddess too, or you're a God too, you just don't understand that because you don't do your research. You was taught that God is some
Uneducated.
far.
Yep.
Yeah, you was taught that God was some far away in this heaven. No, God is omnipotent, omnipresent. God is within
Mm-hmm.
everything. God is within us. When you walk up to a tree, when you walk within the air, God is within everything. God is not far away in no heavens.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say one thing, TKO, and I'm gonna get
Yeah,
down. That goes back to what I was saying earlier when I said that you was a transparent person since you've been on Bigo. And that's just the only thing that I can see from it, because it's not like you came on here and you was a different type of way and then you turned into something. You came on here as yourself, and then that's just what you've been doing this whole entire time. So I really don't understand the issue that people have when it comes to you, because it's like you just being yourself. And a lot of the times, a lot of people that do come in your lives, they don't like you because of other people's perception
say
of
about
you.
me. Yeah,
So,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy to me that people just don't have their own minds and to just take time to get to know a person just basically for themselves, besides using what other people tell you about a person to place judgment on them. Just, figure the nigga out on your own. The
yeah,
TKO has been the same person since the same since he came on Bigo. Nothing has
right.
changed. He hasn't added no new chains. He hasn't added no new
Yeah,
watches.
that's the
It's been the
same
same
shit.
shit. Like, I mean, like, what the
Same shit.
fuck? So, people are just kind of like, I'm not gonna say dumb. I'm just gonna say that they don't know how to use their own minds when it comes
Yeah.
to certain things.
Let me
That's
give you the
it.
like
perfect
he said,
analogy
they don't have the spirit of they don't
of
have the gift of
discernment.
comprehension.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
thing
like,
about
I'm gonna
it
get
is this:
down.
it's kind of like high school. It's like, well, if the crowd is saying this, let me follow the crowd. Well, if everybody's saying this, let me look cool. Nobody's like their authentic self. It's more so what the popular opinion is, and that's cool because it makes me stand out more. The reason why I'm so big on this app is because of my personality, is because of what I stand for. That's the key, and people don't understand that. It's because I don't get into the drama. Now, people are involved me in the drama, so it makes it seem like it's drama surrounding my life, but it's not really me. It's what people saying about me. If y'all notice, anytime when something's going up on this app, it's not because I'm doing something or Capone over here fucking up. It's because people are bringing my name on this app and dragging me or mocking me or trying to pretend like they me or putting saying they had my baby and they knew me. Like there's all kinds of weird shit going on. So they bring the drama to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I say, man, I'm not no better than nobody. We all a part of God. We all one. And that's why it's kind of hard for me to, you know, speak bad on somebody because I know that we're really family. You know what I'm saying? Like on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? The way I operate, man, I just love people, man. And part of having love is having understanding. And part of having understanding is being patient. So I'm just here to do my job on this earth. I can't say I'm here for my people and be bashing my people every day or getting really in my feelings about shit that don't really matter anyway. This shit really don't even matter anyway, man. We're here for one purpose, and that's to serve. I'm here to be a servant of the people. I'm not here to be served. That's true purpose.
But you're also here to live for yourself at the end of the day. And some people have to understand that, like you said, with this image thing, it's so much bigger when you saying you've been used as a vessel. And the people that are spiritual definitely understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But look at
And
this. You know how you said, and I'm not to cut you off, but I just want to say this one thing because this scripture stood out to me. You know how you say you're here to serve yourself, or you here to be for yourself. Well, that's why God said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." So the more I love myself, the more I love you.
right.
And people don't understand that. The more I
Amen.
do work on me, because you got to understand, once you tap into your God conscious, you really get to know what love is. Everybody saying they love so and so, they love so, but then you don't even know what love is. You got a distorted perception about love because you don't know God. God is the very essence of love. So how you saying you love somebody when you don't even know love?
Right.
So I'm learning to love myself more because I'm learning to love God more, and that makes me be able to love y'all more. I just not gave y'all something. I don't know if y'all picked that up, but I just not gave y'all something. That's true love, though. I'm not saying the false sense of love. I'm not talking about my image or my possessions. I'm not talking about that type of love. That's not even real love. And plus, it's temporary. That's carnal-minded love. You know what I'm saying? If it was such a term, that's carnal-minded. I'm talking about real love. You know?
Right.
Could you unban me? Nah, I don't know how to unban people. I can't even unban myself when I get banned.
So may I ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask me whatever. I'm right here. I
What's your
love banning.
favorite? What's your favorite form of love that you've received?
My favorite form of love. You talk about like a love language?
Yeah, that you've received from someone.
Ooh, that's a really good question. That's gonna make me think. Because I think my mama's love, just her taking care of me and my sisters, always making sure she did her best. Like it really ain't no love past that. Like my mama, like I know my mama just loved me, but then again, Armani, like the way Armani been in my life, that shit make me
Right.
kind of emotional. Like she's been with me more than my mama now. She's literally been in my life probably more than my mother because we've been together 17 years. I got out the house at about 17. And, I spend more time with Armani than any woman on this earth. So, the way she loved me, the way we've been through the thick and thin, I, like it's like an undying, like, love is more action, is what you show, especially in dire times. A lot of people gonna
Right.
fold, a lot of people gonna switch, a lot of people ain't gonna hang, a lot of people ain't gonna make it to the finish line. But the way we love each other is next level. So I would just say me and Armani's whole relationship through the thick and thin because people don't understand that love is not just the good times. Love is not when I'm just saying, hey, I love you, baby. No, love is when you're going through it and you see who's still there. You see who really loved you through I'm talking about through times where we felt like we didn't want to be with each other no more. I'm talking about through very difficult times to where I took her back, to where she took me
Right.
back. Man, that's true love right there. That's true love. What up, Lexi? So that was a good question, though. But I say so. Just her loyalty. Loyalty to me is the best form of love. Me going through them sick times when I was facing life in prison. She didn't bat an eye.
Right.
She didn't bat an eye, man. She loved my stinking draws, man. Straight up. You can't buy loyalty. You can't buy that type of woman. What up, money?
Right.
What's up with you,
No, I
J baby?
definitely understand that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you said what? You said, J baby? Are you there? All right, go ahead and get that person done.
Well, thank you for talking with me. I'm not gonna hold you up. I just felt it, in my spirit to come up. So
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.